see me? That is the first question. Can you all see me? Because if you can't, then we have failed the first test. So yes, you can see me. Yes. Good morning, Catherine. Good morning. Excellent, excellent, excellent. High tech. Yeah, I don't know about high tech. It's a little bit echoey, so I'm sorry about the echoey. If it is a bit echoey for some people. So Stas here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from around the world. So in today's training, I'm going to cover with you the best business model in the world. The most profitable business model that you can either start right now, you can either scale if you're not already in business, or if you're already in business, how you can get into this business model. The 4 secrets to £100,000 a month, 100K a month. Imagine that. I'm going to tell you my 4 secrets that any business needs to get to as far as 100K and beyond, actually. The best marketing system in the world. What is the best marketing system in the world? So I'll take you through that. How to sell anything to anyone, even if you suck at selling. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how you can sell anything to anyone. How you can bank 72% commission selling other people's products, being affiliate products essentially. And at the end, we're going to give you your very own 10K in 30 days blueprint, which is gold. Like, that is gold. I sell that. And that sells really, really well. You're going to get that for free if you stay till the end. So let's start off with the first lesson. So let me just shut down the window here and go from here. So welcome, and in this lesson, I'm going to cover the best, most profitable business model in the world. But in order to understand the best, most profitable business in the world, we first need to see all the different business models there are in the world. And the good news for you is I'm only going to share 4 with you today. And I'm going to break it down, and hopefully you will recognize which one you may be in right now and maybe which one you want to be in. So what are the 4 best business models in the world? So let's start off with the first business model. And the first business model is what I like to call LM times LV. Now, if you know what that stands for, I will be very impressed. But just because I made those 2 letters up, you probably won't. So I'm going to tell you. So this business model stands for low margin times low volume. Okay? Low margin times low volume. Now, what is this business model? And who is in this business model? To be honest with you, when you first get into business and you want to make some money, whether that's online, offline, whatever, usually the first thing people do is look up in their loft, look up in the attic, look up in the cellar, the basement. What crap have I got laying around that I can sell? And this is low margin because you've paid a fee for that thing, and low volume. You haven't got much stuff to sell. So this is kind of like buying and selling. This is the buying and selling business model right here. So low margin, low volume. And I call this business model the digital hustler. Okay? So if you are in the LM times LV business model, you are what I call a digital hustler. So you're just hustling. You might say, oh, I'll sell you this water for, £1 and you got it for 70p or whatever. Or, I'll sell you this Rode microphone over here because, you got it for years ago and, you don't use it anymore, and so on and so forth. So LM times LV is a low margin times low volume business model. It is the digital hustler business model. So it's not great. Okay, well, what's the next one? So that's this one. I don't recommend you get into this business model. The next business model is LM times HV. Oh, okay. So what is that? That is low margin times high volume. Oh, it's getting interesting now, Stas. Low margin, high volume. What is this business model? Well, this is, my friends, the e-commerce model. So this is effectively e-com. I call these people e-compreneurs. Okay? If you sell on eBay, Amazon, Etsy, Shopify, anything like that, you are probably in this business model. Can you get rich in this business model? The answer is yes, but you have to shift a hell of a lot of bike bells, marker pens, lights, whiteboards, whatever it is you're selling, because your margins are so small and you have to shift thousands and thousands and thousands of units to make any significant money. So this is my e-compreneurs. This is the digital hustlers over here that just buy and sell stuff, whether that's online, offline, doesn't really matter. This is my e-compreneurs, the people that, you know, settle for a low margin and they do lots and lots and lots and lots of volume. Okay, that's my e-compreneurs. So again, not a bad business model. You can get rich off this business model. Yeah, look, Amazon got rich off this business model. Jeff Bezos got rich. You know, any major supermarket in the UK, Tesco, Asda, Sainsbury's, you know, they are doing this business model. And look at the volume that they have to do. So that's the second business model. And I don't recommend you use that, to be honest with you, because again, you're always at the mercy of your competitors. You're always, this here is the fastest route to the bottom. So let me give you an example. Imagine you start selling some bike bells for, I don't know, 20 pounds. You can get them for 7 pounds on Alibaba or somewhere from China or a manufacturer or whatever. And you can make 13 pounds net profit. Somebody's going to come along and is going to sell them for 18 pounds because they want to undercut you because they're happy to take a lower profit margin. And then someone else is going to come along and sell them for 16 and then 15 and 14. And eventually it's just a race to the bottom. So this model here, for me, is a race to the bottom. That's why every e-com product has a shelf life. You know, sometimes it's seasonal. Sometimes it's, you know, might last a summer, a whole year before it kind of, you know, turns into a bit of a fad. But hey, if you want to get rich on this business model, you better do a lot of volume. You got to do high volume over here. Well, that's not the best business model. Okay, well, Stas, what is the best business model? There's two more. So we've got two more to cover with you guys. The next one is, oh, this is getting interesting. High margin times low volume. Okay, now high margin times low volume. What is high margin times low volume? Well, this is where you really start to become an entrepreneur. Okay, that's where you really, that is like the becoming of an entrepreneur. How can you produce a high margin product and make decent money if you only sell low volume? Well, if you are a creator of something, if you create a book, it costs £1 or less than £1 to publish a book these days. You can sell it for £10. That's quite a high margin, but you know, you're probably not going to sell many books. But you know, in terms of a margin, that's just 10 times ROI. What about a course? If you create an online course, if you create a home study program, if you create any kind of leveraged product where you've created it once and you can get paid again and again and again and again without any of your time, that is effectively a high margin, low volume. Because look, initially your volume is going to be quite low. You're not going to start skyrocketing, shifting tens and thousands of these or hundreds of these units. So over here, these are people like authors, course creators, you know, all that kind of stuff. And again, it's good. It's not bad. Like, it's a good way. I made a lot of money using this business model, but it's not the best. To be honest with you, it is not the best business model. Well, there's one final one. Guess what that is? That is high margin times high volume. This, my friends, is the best business model in the world. Okay? This is effectively selling high ticket offers. Let's call it offers. Okay, that's what that is. This is where you create something and you sell it for thousands of pounds and you shift a load of volume. And I'm going to teach you how to shift a load of volume of any product that you want to in a moment. But this is the best business model. Now, you might say, oh, well, Stas, you know, I don't have a high ticket offer. I can't come up with an offer that's going to cost 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand. Well, I'm going to challenge you to that because number one, that's a limiting belief. And number two, you just need to operate at a higher level. You just need to start thinking at a higher level. And throughout this training, I'm going to help you do this. So high margin, high volume is the best business model in the world. Okay. So that's the best business model in the world. Now, the next thing I want to cover with you guys is, oh, by the way, what is this business? What is the kind of products for this? Well, it's things like a coaching program. It's things like a mastermind. It's things like a 90-day transformation plan. I have personal trainers who are clients that charge thousands for 60 to 90-day transformation plans. That is a high ticket and they shift a hell of a lot of volume because they get results. That is a high ticket offer. So coaching program, mastermind, high level consulting, anything in the thousands, this is the problem. This is the best business because look, I want to teach you some human psychology here, okay? We've got low margin, low volume, low margin, high volume, high margin, low volume, and we've also got high margin, high volume. Now, I want to ask you a question. How many times do you get to live life? Once. It's not a trick question, okay? You get one life, okay? You get one life. And you've probably heard the saying that if I am the cheapest, I probably can't be the best. And if I am the best, don't expect me to be the cheapest. You've probably heard that, right? So think about it. You get to live life one time. You got to have breakfast this morning, one time. You get to have lunch today, one time. Dinner, one time. So for me personally, I want to make life, my family's life, my relatives, my close friends, the best possible life it can be. Okay, so how do I do that? I charge more. I charge more for my products, my services, my offers, whatever it is, because human psychology tells you that if you are the cheapest, you can't be the best. It's simple, okay? It's very, very, let me do you a test, okay? I am going to, it's not a trick question. I'm going to put this Rolex for sale today on eBay or wherever. I'm going to sell it to you for £500. What's the first thing that comes to your head? £500, Rolex. Who wants it? Anybody? There you go. Nice and shiny. Lovely. Who wants it? Who wants it? Okay. Well, okay. Let me go. Okay, great. Everyone's like, fake, knockoff. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, exactly. Because if you take a high level solution and you price it at £500, well, there's something wrong with that. If I take my M4 and I sell it to you for £2,000, you'd be like, well, what's wrong with that? Is it broken? You know, if I take a Lamborghini and I sell it to you for £5,000, oh, something wrong with that. See, human psychology will tell you, if it's cheap, it can't be that good. So stop selling cheap stuff cheap and start selling expensive, high-priced offers because that's what's going to attract the right type of buyer to you. By the way, my Rolex isn't for sale. So you get to live life one time. You want to make it the best life that you've ever had because you only get to live it one time. So in order to get the best life that you've ever had, you need results, okay? You need amazing results in anything that you do. Just imagine, okay, you needed heart surgery. Quite a dramatic example. You needed heart surgery and you've got one life. Are you going to go on Google and say, cheapest heart surgeon in London? What? Cheapest heart surgeon in London? You could die. Do you want the cheapest solution? Let me go back to my markets. Do you want the cheapest solution or do you want the best solution? No, you want the best solution. Or do you go around to your friends and you say, oh, yeah, I need heart surgery. Do you have any discount heart surgeons? You got any discount? Or like, yeah, hi, I need a heart surgery. Do you do any discount? I've got a student card, or yeah, I enrolled in a university course just to get this discount. No, you don't, because you have one life and you want to make it the best life you've ever had. So therefore, the most important thing in this life is results, and to have you want the best of absolutely everything. Everything. Okay, so stop Googling, oh, cheap heart surgeons or cheap internet marketing courses or cheap sales solutions or whatever it is, because if you Google cheap, you will attract cheap. If it's cheap, it's not the best. If it's not the best, it's not going to get you the results. So the moral of the story here, stop charging cheap prices. Raise your prices. Raise your prices. So that's human nature for you. If it's too cheap, something wrong with it. It's fake. It's a knockoff. Something wrong with it. It's too good to be true or whatever. All right, well, I'm gonna put my price up so high that you're gonna think I'm the best at what I do, and people pay. People pay those prices. So look, human psychology. If I am the cheapest, then I can't be the best. If I am the best, don't expect me to be the cheapest. All right. So very, very valuable lesson. So if you're out here trying to sell something for £10, £50, £100, and you're really pushing it, it's probably not going to be that good. All right. So I'm going to teach you shortly how to sell high margin and high volume products online. So that is our first lesson. So the best business market to be in is high volume, high margin. Remember that, write that down. High volume, high margin. Now, the next lesson, or the next thing, we're going to cover is 4 secrets. Let's just call it to any business, because it really is any business, okay? Whether you want to make your first 10 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand a month, 200 grand a month, it does not matter. You're going to need to know these 4 things. And number 1, you're going to need to know them. Number 2, you're going to need to implement them. And I'm going to share these with you, what they are. It's going to blow your mind. Let's do this in black. No, let's carry on with blue. I like blue. So, there's only ever really 4 things you can ever teach a business owner or somebody who wants to start a business of their own. What are those 4 things? Okay. Number 1, you want to increase number of leads a business is getting. That's the first thing. If you are not making enough money right now, it's probably because you haven't got enough leads coming to your business. That's the bottom line. There's no other reason. Because once you've got enough leads coming to your business, then we can see, okay, well, what's the next step? Are they buying? Are they not buying? Why are they not buying? So the first thing that you must understand and you must nail is increase the number of leads. I'm going to show you how to do this. The second thing is increase the conversion. If I spell that right, conversion rate of those leads. Okay, it's very, very, very simple. Now, we'll cover the others in a second, but how do you increase the number of leads? Well, it's very simple. Okay, have you heard of this thing called a lead capture page? Have you heard of it? Yeah, me too, right? Have you heard of a lead magnet? Yeah, you have. Have you heard of free something? Free training, free report, free video, free tutorial, free case study, whatever it is. Yeah, well, there you go. That's it. That's the only, not the only, but that's the fastest way to increase the number of leads in your business. If you're not getting enough leads, it's because your lead capture page sucks, your lead magnet sucks, your freebie sucks, or you don't have one at all. That is the bottom line. Because think about it. If your free stuff sucks, it's crap, you just give people like anything just to give them something, they don't get value from it. And they go, do you really think they're going to buy something from you? No, because they think, well, look, if this person's free stuff is so crap, how is his paid stuff or her paid stuff going to be any good? It's not. Like, I'm not bragging, and I don't want to brag. I'm very humble and you know, down to earth. But a lot of my free stuff is better than people's high premium programs that I've seen out there. And it just absolutely shocks me how, you know, how that works. Like, eventually people are going to catch on and say, wow, this person's free stuff is so good, I wonder what his paid stuff is. And I regularly get comments like that. My free stuff is so good, I make the best lead capture pages. I give you the best lead magnets. I make the best free trainings, case studies, programs, whatever you want to call it, so that when people get value out of that, they want the next thing. Whereas most people, what they do is they just create something because they've been told that, oh, have a lead magnet, but it doesn't matter how good or bad it is, just have a lead magnet. And that's the problem. Look, this is how I operate. There are many people that teach you how to do things like this, but the difference between me is I teach you how to do it well. Okay? If you learn how to do it well, you're never going to struggle for leads again. Online, offline, does not matter. So the first thing to increase your leads is have a good lead capture page, have a good lead magnet, have a free something. The second thing is increase the conversion rate of those leads. And we're going to cover these numbers in a second. Increase the conversion rate. How do you increase the conversion rate? Well, you have a better sales message. Okay? You have a better sales message. Because if people aren't buying, it means your sales message sucks. They either don't understand it, they're not resonating with it, you're not covering everything they need to cover. There's a reason. So we've got to find out what that reason is, and we've got to improve that sales message. I'm going to teach you a technique called, I don't know if you've heard of the big domino and the three secrets. Big domino. It's not the pizza that I love to eat, by the way. Big domino and three secrets. I'm going to teach you the big domino and three secrets in this training as well. So if you do these two things, I guarantee you'll probably, at the very minimum, double your income in the next 30 to 60 days. But that's only two. I've only done two, whichever way. Right, what's number three? Number three is have a, let's do it did I spell that right? I didn't, that definitely isn't right, but that says premium, okay. Have a premium offer. Have a premium offer. Premium. Yeah, that, you get the idea. Okay, let's just do another one. There you go. Have a premium offer. What is a premium offer? It's a high ticket offer. So if you sell in the hundreds, you want to have an offer that's in the thousands. If you sell in the thousands, you want to sell something in the tens of thousands. If you already sell something in the tens of thousands, you want to sell in the hundreds of thousands. And obviously, if you sell in 100,000, sell in the millions. But that's a whole nother video for another day. So have a premium offer, and that's going to get you more money. I'm going to demonstrate to you how this works for any business. I'm going to demonstrate for a startup, completely brand new beginner who's got no leads, no nothing. And also, let's do an established business making maybe 10 grand a month. And the last thing is a membership offer. Okay? That's the last thing, a membership offer. We call that a continuity offer. Okay, we call that continuity offer. So something where you introduce, 97, 197 a month, whatever your price point you want, and people will pay you a fee every month, and then they will obviously, you'll get access to whatever they give you. So, number one, increase the number of leads you are getting to your business. Number two, increase the conversion rate of those leads to a sale. Number 3, have a premium offer, a high ticket offer. And number 4, have a membership offer, or also known as a continuity offer, something that they're going to pay money for again and again and again. Now, you want to see the numbers, what this looks like? I will show you the numbers of what this looks like. So let me just check in with the chat. How is this, by the way? Any questions so far, guys and girls? Are you loving it? Oh, we've got a whole more people join, which is brilliant. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming. Glad you are here. Very clear. Rachel says very clear. Julie says good, very useful, well explained, loving it, all good, excellent, good, good. Guys and girls, I'm not holding back. I'm here to give you the best. I'm here to make it super clear to you, because one thing you've got to understand, if you cannot explain what you do to a 10-year-old, it's too complicated. And that's how I operate. I don't need fancy slides. I don't need it. I need a marker and a whiteboard, and I guarantee you I'll be able to teach you more stuff with a marker and a whiteboard than most people can on their 10 grand coaching programs. And look, again, that's because I invest a lot in myself, my knowledge, my time, my money, my own money into this. And that's why I'm able to pass this knowledge down onto you and onto obviously all my clients. Good. All right. Excellent stuff so far. Good. Okay. So let's imagine you are a beginner. So let's do green. You are I don't know, let's call it a startup. You are a startup. You are making no money whatsoever. Your income is 0 online. This is online, okay? You might have a job, you might be self-employed, you might even have a business, but you're just not making any money. That's okay. Let me show you how implementing those 4 things that I just showed you is going to massively catapult your business. So, number 1, you've got the first thing you need to look at if you're making no money, how many leads every single month am I getting? How many? Because if it's 5 or 10, well, there's your problem. Then what do? Well, you create a lead capture page, you create a lead magnet, you create a free case study, a free tutorial on how to do the thing. Doesn't matter what the thing is. Health, wealth, relationship offer, does not matter. So, number 1, we are now going to say you've gone from having 5 or 10 leads to having 100 leads per month, okay? Per month. 100 leads per month. These are people that are interested in potentially what you have. The second thing is the conversion rate. Previously, your conversion rate was 0. Now, let's say your conversion rate is just a measly 5%, okay? Let's say the first step, we can get 5 people out of 100 to buy what you're selling. And let's keep the maths really simple. So 5% at £200 equals £1,000 a month, okay? So you are now, if you have 100 leads, converting at 5%, at £200, you're making £1,000 a month. So you've gone from 0 to £1,000 a month just by doing the first 2 things that I said. That's it, just by doing the first 2 things. But remember, you're a beginner. Well, what you're then going to do is you're going to then do the third thing, and that is create a premium offer, a high ticket offer. If you sell for 200, you're going to create, let's just call it a HT, high ticket offer, at £1,000. Okay, £1,000. Let's say one person buys that particular offer. So that's again 20% conversion, because usually your conversion rate will increase because these people already spent money with you, so then they're ready to buy the next thing. So if you convert at 20%, that equals 1 sale, because 20 of 5 people is 1. So 1 sale, so you're making 1,000 here, 1,000 here, you're making 2,000. So you've just doubled your income by introducing a high ticket offer. And then what you're going to do is you're going to introduce a 4th thing, and that is a ongoing offer, ongoing continuity, whatever you want to call it, of, let's just be super low, of £97 pounds a month, sorry. And look, usually because that's a low offer, again, you probably get about a 20% uptake on that. So again, 20% conversion equals one sale. Remember, you're offering this to the people that bought this, and you're offering this to the people that bought that as well. So therefore, one sale, so you've got another, let's just call it £100 a month. So you've gone from having no business, no money in the bank account, to generating 100 leads, to making £1,000, £2,000, £2,100. So now you're making £2,100 per month, and that is, oh gosh, how's my maths? 24, 25, is that 25 and 25 too? Let me just do the calculations on that. 2,000, yeah, as I thought. You are now making £25,200 per annum from your online business, just by having 100 people every single month that raise their hand and said, yeah, I'm interested in this thing that you have. Whether it's a make money offer, whether it's a relationship offer, whether it's a lose weight offer, get fit, you know, whatever it is, okay, it doesn't matter. Get 100 people to say they're interested in your thing, make it good. 5% conversion, £200, you've made £1,000. You then introduce a high ticket offer at 1,000. If only 20% convert from here, you get one sale. And then you're ongoing, one sale, two, there you go, £100 a month, £2,100 a month, ladies and gentlemen, 25 grand a year. So you've just gone from making no money to making 25 grand a year just by doing these 4 steps, these 4 simple steps. Like, I don't know what you've heard, but it's really not that hard. Like, can you get more leads? Well, yeah, you introduce better lead magnets, better landing pages, and so on and so forth. Can you get a better conversion? Yeah, you work on your, you know, sales message. Can you introduce a high ticket offer? Yeah, you bundle more things together. You provide a higher level solution. Can you introduce a continuity offer? Yeah, could be monthly support, could be monthly videos, could be whatever. That's it. It's not hard. So that's for a beginner. Let's now go with a, let's say you are advanced. So, you know, some of you may be watching this and say, well, you know, Stas, that's a little bit too low for me. I'm already making 10 grand a month. Firstly, congratulations. Secondly, I'm going to show you how much you should be making, and you might cry. So let's call this, you know, an experienced business. Okay, that is doing £10,000 per month. Okay, so the first thing is, let's say they're already getting 100 leads a month, and they're converting slightly better because they're established. So let's say they're getting 100 leads per month, and they're converting them at number 2, their conversion rate is 10%, which equals 10 sales, and their price point is already 1,000. Like, you know, they're already selling something at £1,000. Okay, so this is established business. 100 leads per month, convert at 10%, 10 sales, £1,000. That's it. But that's all they've done. And then I come in with my knowledge, advice, and expertise, and I say, okay, firstly, congratulations. How would you like to me to show you how you can probably make that 5 times, 10 times more every single year? Yeah, okay, sounds good. All right, well, how about if we were just to double the number of leads that they have? So imagine if I came in, number 1, and I got them 200, using my knowledge, 200 leads a month. If they still only converted at 10%, guess what? 20 sales equals 20 grand a month. So I've just doubled their business by doing 1 out of the 4 things. Just 1, okay? So I'm getting you double the leads now because, you know, I've got the knowledge on how to do this. I'm going to get you double the leads, and if nothing else changes in your business, you'll go from £120,000 a year business to a £240,000 a year business. Wow. Just one thing. Okay. But we're not finished yet. Well, then what we're going to do is we're going to increase your conversions and we're going to double it. We're going to make sure that we get 20% conversions. So let's now work on 200 leads, 20% conversions equals 40 sales, which equals 40 grand a month, which, ladies and gentlemen, that is £480,000 per year. So they've just gone from £120,000 per annum to £480,000 per annum. And I've only done two things. Okay? My work is not done here. The third thing I'm going to do with that business is I'm going to say, right, you need to create a high ticket offer. All right? We're going to call this high ticket offer. So we're going to create a high ticket offer with them. And it's going to be let's just say 5,000. Okay? And let's say that, I don't know, let's be super pessimistic or super grounded. I don't like the word pessimistic. I like the word grounded. Let's be super grounded. If only 10% of these people here, the 40 people, take that offer, so 10% of 40 equals 4 sales, that equals, so I need to be a scientist to work that out, an extra £20,000 per month. Wow, so that's another 120 grand a year. So their business has now gone to £600,000 a year. And then I'm going to say, okay, well, the other thing you're missing is you're missing a membership offer in your business. Membership offer. And the membership offer, let's be super, low value, £97 a month. But we think not 10% conversion, but 20% of people are going to convert, which 20% of the initial leads of 40 sales is 8 sales. So that's another £800 per month, which is £9,600 per annum. So let's add that up. Let's do it in a different pen. You have been doing 10 grand a month. Congratulations to you. I've come along and I've just shown you how you can go from 120 grand a year to 480. So we've got 480,000 plus that everything, which is another 120,000. So that's already 600,000 up here plus that. So that's a total of £609,600 per annum. Just by doing those 4 things. And you know what the next question is? So would you like to work with me, or would you like me to go and do this for your competitors? What do you think they're going to say? It's a no-brainer, right? Why? Because I've shown them the payoff to working with me. I have shown you the payoff to working with me. If you have a business and you're doing 10 grand a month, well, I can probably 5x that easily. So if I charge £50,000 for working with me and I get your business from 120 to 609, is that a good investment? Yes or no? Yes, of course it is. If you are a brand new entrepreneur, you want to make money online, you're making nothing, and you work with me, and I get you to 25 grand a year, is that a good investment? How much can I charge for that? 5 grand? Easy, because you're doubling the money. And yes, I did make a mistake. Sorry, somebody's right. I'm actually making even more money because I did that wrong. That actually is, I'm 120 grand short there. So that should be 720, because 20 grand a month times 12 is 240. So that should be 720. So Let's just do it on another page. 720. 729 £600 per annum working with me. Can I charge this person, this business, 50 grand to work with me? I think so. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you create a high ticket offer. Okay? That is how you go from zero to hero. That is the 4 keys to any single business that you could ever think of. So let's just recap. Number 1, increase the number of leads. Because if you haven't got any leads, you haven't got a business, you've probably got a hobby. I'm sorry. Number 2, increase your conversion rate on those leads. Number 3, create a premium offer. Have a premium offer. And number 4, have a membership continuity offer in your business. And that is how you can 10x your business or anyone else's business, whether you're a coach, consultant, high ticket salesperson, whether you sell cars, property, I don't care what you do, these same 4 secrets apply to everything. This is exactly how, I forgot the awards in the other office, but we've gone from a new business recently, a new offer that I launched from 0 to £100,000 a month in about 4 months, doing these 3 things. That's it. Sorry, 4 things. 4 things. So, I think you know what you now need to do. Whether you are a beginner or whether you're an experienced business owner making 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand a month, doesn't matter. I think you know what you need to do. So, has that been useful? Let me know. Jump over to the comments. How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? Okay, brilliant. Jeff says, brilliant stuff. Thank you. Julia says, yes, very good. Very good. Excellent. Let me know. Any questions? Any questions before we move on to the next topic? Fantastic. Yes, yes, yes. Good, 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 good. Is this like one of the best trainings you've ever been on? Is this not like one of the most eye-opening things? I'm really, really going all out here. I'm not holding anything back because I want you to learn. Okay. Now let's cover the best marketing system in the world. Yes, in the world. What is the best marketing system in the world? Is it Facebook ads? Is it a funnel? Is it YouTube ads? Is it Instagram lives? Is it influencer marketing? Well, I'm going to tell you. Okay, so I want you to imagine that, or I'll tell you what we do. Okay, we have a system where we might have an ad, or we have organic methods, and that then feeds into our webinar, or we call it core content of some sort, like so. And then that feeds into book a call. Okay. So that's kind of our ecosystem, okay, or part of it. And whether you are using Facebook ads, YouTube ads, billboard advertising, whether you're handing out flyers, it doesn't matter. You're driving traffic to a piece of core content, which is a video, which is a webinar, a case study, or a VSL, which is a video sales letter. And this is book a call. You get on the phone, you see if you're a good fit to work together. That's it. Simple. Okay. And I have to make sure that my team are, executing this in the best possible way. Okay, in the best possible way. But how do I make sure that they execute that in the best possible way? Well, let me draw. This is going to be the worst drawing ever, but imagine that system was actually a car. Okay? Imagine that was a car. That is the worst car ever, but you get the idea. Okay, and here is the petrol cap, P for petrol. And this system is powered by this car, this machine. Now, like I have a sports performance car, so I have to put premium fuel in my car in order to get the best out of my car. Okay, so I have to put premium petrol into my car, Shell V-Power, whatever it's called, in my car in order to get the best performance out of my car. If I put cheap fuel, it's not going to be good for the engine. It's not going to be good for the engine. If I put diesel, it's not going to be good for the engine. So I've got to make sure that I put the right fuel into this petrol tank in order to then to make all of this work. Okay? So, because let me tell you something. It's not the best marketing system in the world that actually matters, but it's how you execute it. Okay, it's how you execute the best marketing system in the world. In other words, what type of fuel are you putting into your engine, into your vehicles? Okay, let me give you an example, because I can give you my systems. I can give you everything that I use in my business. And if you don't execute it, and if you put diesel into the petrol tank, it's not going to execute, is it? No. So actually, it's not the best marketing system in the world that matters, but it's how you execute that marketing system. So let me give you a real life example. This is you. This is your goal. Let's just do, this is your goal. Whatever your goal is, okay? And you've got the systems. You've got all the systems, you know, you've got everything that you might need over here. But you end up drinking every week, every other week, getting drunk. You don't look after your diet. You eat lots of sugar. You don't get enough sleep. You are not dedicating the time it needs. Do you think it's going to work? No, the answer is not. Okay, this is what's going to happen to your business if you're not consistent with feeding the engine. And what's our engine? Our engine is this thing here. Okay, we have our ticker, which is here. We have our engine, which is here. So what I put in my mind directly correlates to the result in my bank account. My wallet's somewhere. So look, if you are out partying every week, going down the pub, drinking, spending all your money, not exercising, if you are eating too much sugar, sleeping late, going to sleep at 1, 2 a.m. in the morning, not getting enough sleep, you can't make good decisions. You can't possibly perform at your best and execute the best system in the world if you are not prepared mentally. So if you do all those things I just said, your business might go like this. You might have peaks and troughs like that. Okay, so you might have some success here, some success here, some success here, but ultimately it's going to be going on a downward trend. Okay, but if you are consistent with looking after yourself, your mind, your body, your team, your business, this is what your business is going to look like. It's going to be steady and consistent. Okay, it's going to go one way, and that way is up. So do you think I'm out partying every night? Do you think I'm out drinking? Do you think I'm eating lots of sugar and crappy foods and all that other stuff? And then when I have to have a meeting with my team, with my sales team, with my operations managers, with my videographer, with my client success manager, I'm like, oh, is that really going to inspire them? Is that really going to get the business the result that it needs? No, because I'm tired. I can't make good decisions. I've been up all night, on YouTube or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so how do you execute the best marketing system in the world? I have a list of things here that I want you to do for the next 30 days. Okay? So try this for 30 days, and I promise you, you will not be recognizable. The first thing, sleep 8 hours a day. Okay? Now, as close to 8 hours as you physically can. Now, if you think, oh, well, I can't sleep 8 hours a day, I've got kids and I've got work and I've got that, please get your phone out and please go to settings and go to screen time and have a look how much time you're spending on your phone. Because I guarantee it's at least 2-3 hours a day. Cut out the 2-3 hours, you can easily get 8 hours sleep a night. Okay? There's no excuses. So get sleep first. If you get good sleep, you are going to make better decisions. You're going to be more ready. You're going to be more energized. And that's going to help you move that business forward, that engine forward. The second thing is drink at least 2 liters of water per day. Okay? 2 liters of water every single day. Self-explanatory. The next thing is, this is going to be quite hard for us Brits, but get sun daily. When we can. I know it's going to be hard because we don't have that much sunshine, but when you do have sunshine, get out in that sun. Spend 5, 10, 15 minutes in the sunshine. Get the vitamin D because that can make you more, well, it's scientifically proven to make you more productive. The next thing is reduce sugar. If you have lots of Coke, fizzy drinks, and all that kind of stuff, cut it out. Cut out the sugar for the next 30 days, or at least reduce your sugar levels. The next thing is read 30 minutes per day. Read a book, 30 minutes per day, before bed, when you wake up, whatever. Block out that time and read 30 minutes a day. The next thing is exercise 3 times a week. Okay? You'll be unrecognizable, I promise you. The next thing is eat fruit and veg. Okay? Balance your diet. And the last thing, which is very important, visualize goals daily for maybe 10 minutes. Okay? Every single day. I want you to visualize your goals, what you're working towards, what you dream of every single day. I promise you, if you do these things for the next 30 days, you will become a different person. You will become the person you need to become to achieve the things you want. Probably right now, if you don't have what you desire, it's probably because you haven't become the person you need to be in order to obtain those things. It's as simple as that. So usually I combine the visualization with the sun, if I can. Because if I do it outside, I can do 2 things at once. I can visualize in the sun, work on my goals, and also get some sun daily. So the best marketing system in the world, guys and girls, is you. It's you. But it's how you execute that system. That's what matters the most. And you can't execute that if you're not doing these things. Okay? Brilliant. So that's the best marketing system in the world. Let's move on to the next lesson. So the next lesson is, in fact, by the way, let me just check in actually. Meditate 2 15-minute. Let me know if you've got any thoughts, questions on that. Not much sun in winter. Yep, there isn't. I know. So you've got to do your best on that one, I'm afraid. Fantastic, fantastic. Joseph says, what if you have other commitments which you cannot abandon? Look, make time. I'm sorry, I'm a big believer of, if I said to you, I'm going to take you on an all-inclusive trip, holiday, for 2 weeks next month, you'd make the time. So I'm just a big believer in, if you want something, you'll find the time if it's important enough to you. Cool. Right. Let me just see if there's any other. Somebody says, what if you are in your 80s? Look, doesn't matter. Same thing applies. You know, same thing applies. I mean, nothing I think I said was too out there. So yeah, I'd say same thing applies. What exercise do I do? So I go to the gym, I run, I do a bit of weights, nothing too strenuous, just to keep me in shape. Enough sleep is crucial, absolutely. You have to have a routine, couldn't agree more. Please tell us the lead gen process, we'll come to that. There are excellent guided meditations available for people who have trouble getting started. Will increased exercise make you feel less tired? Yes, Rachel. I feel more pumped up and energized when I exercise and go to the gym than when I don't. And Ella says, make breathing exercises called 555. I've vaguely heard of it, but I don't know. And Anwar says, agree 100%, Stas, this is gold. Thank you, Anwar. Hope you're good, my friend. All right, so let's keep moving because I'm already behind schedule and I've got to wrap things up. So the next thing is how to sell anything to anyone. Right. So now let's talk about how to sell anything to anyone. And I don't mean shove it down their throat because they don't want it, can't afford it, or don't need it. Selling is none of those things. Selling is uncovering something so well that people want to give you money for it. That's true selling. So let's have a look. How do you master sales? Okay? And I'm going to break it to you. If you hate sales, it's probably because you've been programmed by society that, oh, selling is bad. Selling is because there is high pressure sales tactics, which I do not believe in. And I'm pretty against them, actually. And there is uncovering value in the form of results that makes you want to go and invest in the thing that's being uncovered in front of you. Okay, because think about it. If you had, whoever's married, if you had to pressure your partner into marrying you, is that marriage going to last? No, it's not. It's but you first had to uncover the value and the benefits of being married to you, right? And when you did that, that's when you probably got married or engaged and married, whatever it is. So how do you sell anything to anyone? Well, I'm going to, 2 words. When the value is this big and the price is this small, they buy. It's as simple as that. Okay, so when the value is this big and the price is this big, they buy. That's it. So in other words, what you need to do is the payoff to buying your stuff, whatever it is got to be more than the investment. That's it. Like, that is pretty much it. The payoff is going to be way more than the investment. Okay? Like I've just shown you with the 4 secrets to 100K. Did you see the payoff? It's like hundreds of thousands. So then when I name a price of 50 grand, no problem. The price is, let me give you an example, okay? The price was, let's say 50K. Let's make example price. But the value was something like 600,000. Is that a good investment? Yes. Okay. Now, how do you show people the payoff before they make the investment? Well, it's actually very simple. And what you have to do is something I call community service. What is community service? It's not cleaning graffiti off railway stations and scrubbing the floors and sweeping the streets and stuff like that. No. Community service is putting out good content, good material, whether it's your own, whether it's other people's, on Look, I'll just share with you what I do. So Facebook, on groups, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Clubhouse. Maybe you have a podcast. I don't. Maybe you've written a book. Okay, that's your community service. Think about it. Imagine, let me put it to you this way. You have to do community service. And if you do the community service well, you will get hired to do a job, a well-paid job. Well, if you do crap community service, no one's going to pay you any money to hire them to help, for you to help them with their problems, whatever that may be. So it's as simple as that. If you want to sell anything to anyone, you want to master sales, the first thing you must understand is sales is not an event. Sales is a process, okay? And the second thing is you've got to do your community service. Do your community service. Don't get disheartened if you've been doing community service for a week, a month, 2 months, and no one's bought. Tell me when you've done it for a year, every single day, no one's bought, because I can guarantee you that's never going to happen. I think it was Russell Brunson that said something along the lines of, if you post on the same social media platform every single day for a year, you'll never have to worry about money again. Just think about that. I'll leave that with you. And show them the payoff. What's the payoff to work with you? Because once they see the payoff, well, then there can't be any price objections, can there? So let me show you. Sales is a process, okay? It's a process. Just like when you want to get married, it's a process, okay? When you want to move into a house, it's a process. How does sales work? So how do they go from cold to sold? Well, via community service, okay? So they might see a Facebook post. That's the first process. Then they might see a YouTube video. Then they might download something that you put out in the world, or whatever it is, okay? Then they might join your group. Then, after they've joined your group, they might hear you on a podcast episode or whatever, okay? And then they watch your webinar or something like that, or some kind of training. And then they arrive at the final destination, okay? That is a process. That is not an event. The event happens here. Too many times, people do this. They put out, I don't know, ad, post, the video, and they try to go straight to sale. And nobody buys. Because this is an event. It's one event. This is a process. It's as simple as that. So if you want to master sales, you've got to start creating good sales processes, not create events. Okay? And remember, selling is not shoving something down someone's throat that they don't need, don't want, can't afford. Selling is uncovering something so well that they want to give you money for it in exchange for the result that they desire. Okay? Brilliant. So that is how you master sales, and how you sell anything to anyone. Next thing is 72% commission. Okay. This is a bit of a kind of my own thing, but the next thing we're going to cover is how you can potentially earn 72% commission. And it's actually very simple. You just become part of the Digital Business Academy. Now, this is my academy. that I run, that I've created. It's an online learning portal. Okay, that's all it is. It's an online learning portal that teaches people the business principles that I use today that have got me to where I am today. The price of this is $27.99 per month, plus the vodka and tonic, okay? Plus the taxes for our American friends. Now, you, or not you, all my clients and my students that are starting out, that perhaps maybe are struggling with something to sell or whatever, they will then promote this at 72% comms, which shakes down to roughly £20 per member that they enroll, okay? If they get 100 members, that equals, 100 times equals, sorry, £2,000 per month passive income. That's it. It's as simple as that. But guess what? We don't stop there, because once people are on the Digital Business Academy, we then go in and we say, hey, we have a more high level training that's available for £99 plus the tax and VAT. And guess what? You also get 72% commission here. So then you've made £72 per sale. And then we have one more, and that is a $999, so £1,000 offer, where you get 72% commission. So you make, it's a bit small, sorry, £720 per sale. So whatever your income target is, you don't need very many in order to build a profitable business with the Digital Business Academy, okay? And the reason I've created this is a learning portal. This is not coaching. This is not webinars that you're going to ask questions in. These are the principles that you and everybody needs to know when they want to start a business. Okay, very kind of basic entry-level stuff. And if somebody doesn't want to invest £30 a month into their education, but you can't even go out for a nice meal for that price these days, they're probably not a good fit to start a business anyway. So this is how you can earn 72% commission by joining the Digital Business Academy. And everything is taken care of. We do all the fulfillment. You just sign up, get your link, and start promoting. It's as simple as that. But this is for clients only at the moment. So that's the Digital Business Academy, and that's how you can get 72% commission.